The best investments are made before the market knows it needs them. It is 2012. You're Peter Wenink, the CFO of ASML. For nearly 2 decades, your company has been chasing a machine that barely works. The project has already consumed billions of euros. Your engineers need more money. Your shareholders want answers. The obvious decision is to stop, because if this machine never works, ASML won't just lose billions. It will have spent 20 years chasing a scientific fantasy. But if you walk away, someone else may solve the problem first, and whoever solves it will control the future of computing. At the time, ASML is already the world's largest maker of lithography machine. Business is good. Customers are buying everything the company can produce. Margins are healthy, so why risk it all? Because your customers are about to hit a wall. Intel, Samsung, TSMC. Every one of them wants smaller chips. Smaller chips mean faster processors, lower power consumption, higher profit. There's just one problem. Traditional lithography is reaching its limit. The laws of physics don't care about quarterly earnings. The next generation of chips needs an entirely different machine, one that doesn't exist yet. But that's often how breakthroughs begin, with a limitation. For ASML, the industry's greatest obstacle would become its greatest opportunity. The technology is called extreme ultraviolet lithography, EUV. It's a way of using an entirely different kind of light to print circuits so small that older machines simply couldn't produce them. On paper, it sounds impossible. The light is absorbed by air. Glass can't focus it. Even the slightest vibration destroys the process. Generating and maintaining the light-required techniques beyond what the engineering of the time was capable of. The math just refused to cooperate. Deadlines slip, costs climb, and investors become impatient. Every month, the same question returns. How much longer? Most companies would do the responsible thing. Cut the losses, protect the balance sheet, focus on products that already make money. ASML does the opposite. They spend even more. Not because they know they'll succeed, but because they know failure will be more expensive than trying. The biggest strategic decisions aren't about avoiding risk. They're about choosing which risk is worth taking. Another problem emerged. To even attempt solving the science, ASML first needed components that didn't yet exist. Building the machine required a global network of specialists. The mirrors, the laser, the precision optics, the motion system. Each critical component came from a different specialist. Miss one component, and the impossible machine becomes just that. Impossible. ASML isn't managing a product, it's managing one of the most complex supply chains ever assembled. Every business has a bottleneck. The companies with the most leverage are usually the ones that control it. ASML made another unusual decision. Instead of simply negotiating with a supplier, they begin investing in them, partnering with them. In critical cases, buying them. In 2013, ASML acquires Cymer, the American company behind the laser technology that powers EUV. Its decades-long partnership with Zeiss deepens even further, securing the ultra-precise optics no competitor can easily replicate. They aren't buying companies. They're buying certainty, because every dependency you remove is one less way your strategy can fail. But the biggest move isn't an acquisition, it's a phone call. ASML approaches its own customer, Intel, Samsung, TSMC. The proposal is simple. If you want this technology, help us build it. Instead of carrying the financial burden alone, ASML invites the industry's biggest chip maker to invest billions of euros in its future. It's almost unheard of. Customers don't usually finance suppliers, unless the supplier has become indispensable. The strongest businesses don't just create customers, they create partners with a reason to see them succeed. The deal changes everything. Together, the 3 chipmakers spends 3.85 billion euros for a combined 23% stake in ASML. ASML no longer stands alone. Its success is now tied directly to the success of the companies building the world's most advanced chips. Competitors aren't just chasing ASML anymore. They're chasing an entire ecosystem. Products can be copied. Ecosystems have to be built. Years later, the gamble pays off. Through a series of breakthroughs, the engineers solve the impossible by methods that would have seemed like magic only years before. EUV enters high-volume manufacturing. ASML becomes the only company in the world capable of producing these machines at commercial scale. Each system costs well over $200 million. They contain more than 100,000 parts. Customers wait years for delivery. Without them, Apple can't build its newest processors. NVIDIA can't push AI forward. TSMC can't manufacture the world's most advanced chips. The machine that looked like the most expensive mistake in the company's history became the foundation of modern computing. Not because ASML built a better product, but because it built the only product. In business, the hardest thing to build isn't technology. It's a position no one else can realistically recreate. The companies that shape industries rarely win because they're smarter. They win because they make a handful of strategic decisions their competitors never do. ASML, Intel, Samsung, and TSMC all invested before demand seemed obvious. The biggest opportunities are usually the hardest to justify. By the time everyone agrees a market is valuable, the advantage is already gone. Ask yourself, what capability could I start building today that my competitors won't think is worth investing in for another 3 years? Investing early gave ASML an advantage. The way they worked with customers made that advantage last. They didn't just sell to customers, they turned them into partners. There's a lesson here. Don't just sell to your customer, build with them. Understand their long-term goals and align your success with theirs. When your business helps them win, they become invested in your growth instead of simply comparing prices. ASML did something even more powerful. They built what competitors couldn't recreate. Products can be copied, prices can be undercut, features can be matched, but relationships, reputation, a unique brand, a loyal community, those are far harder to replicate. Find the part of your business that only you can own. Maybe it's your customer experience. Maybe it's your design philosophy. Maybe it's your culture, your expertise, or the way you solve problems. Whatever it is, invest in advantages that become stronger with time. The companies that dominate industries don't win because they have better product. They win because they build advantages that compound. Products create revenue, but strategic positioning creates decades of market power. Build something competitors can copy, and you'll always be competing. But build an advantage they can't recreate, and they'll spend years trying to catch up. If you enjoy breaking down the strategic decisions behind the world's most successful companies, not just what they did, but why it worked, subscribe to the channel, because every week we unpack another business story you can apply to your own. This is the Boardroom Debrief. Come back again.